easy, cheap maps. What's up guys, I'm Jared from Carpe Diem, and today I'm going to give you a DM hack for the easiest and cheapest maps you'll ever need. In Dungeons & Dragons, the only thing that you actually need to play is dice and pen and paper. Of course, to run with the bare minimum requirements like this, you'd have to describe combat and use what's called theater of the mind. Now this can be really fun and nifty whenever you have those small encounters, but once you start to look at the more complex and numerous NPCs and monsters and players, and it gets really complicated really fast. Visual aids aren't necessary, but I wouldn't run my game without them. When it comes to combat maps, there are so many really cool options out there. Some DMs just have one standard type, but I like to really mix it up. I've been playing this game for several years. I've invested a lot of my own money, a lot of my own time, and I've come up with some pretty rad options that are available whenever I need them. We have a dedicated TV that lays flat in our D&D table that helps us present maps and other bits of information that I want to share with my players whenever we have live sessions. Now you can just set a normal flat TV on your kitchen table, but you run a couple of risks when you do that. Not all of them are completely flat on the back and they may rock a little bit. You also have the chance of scratching your TV. On our table we have a polyester flat panel that we can put our minis on without fear of scratching the TV. But even then, I don't allow metal dice to be rolled on that, just in the off chance that something happens, because to be honest, this is a pretty expensive option. Now, another option is to create your own terrain. This does require probably the biggest investment of time and money, but you can make some very interesting set pieces with this. So I typically cut XPS insulator foam into the larger pieces, and then I'll 3D print things that need to be smaller and made into details. It's pretty, but it's time consuming and it's expensive, and to be honest, it's not while you're here. Then we have one of my absolute favorite options. If you're just starting out as a DM and you're short on cash, or you're trying to throw together a quick game with some friends, this is the best way to do it. All you need are a few Sharpies, one large one, one small one, scissors, and Christmas wrapping paper. That's right, wrapping paper. Now the key to this is making sure that the back of the wrapping paper has the little 1-inch grids on it. You can usually pick up a roll at the dollar store. You don't really need anything fancy as long as it has that grid. First, you're going to cut the desired length or width depending on your paper's orientation. Next, start by drawing the rough outline where the walls are. Use the thicker Sharpie for this to help mark out these as walls or immovable obstacles. For example, let's do a standard square room with a secret cave entrance. We'll also use a blue Sharpie to show a small stream that runs through the middle of it. Now, each square represents 5 feet, so keep that in mind while you're designing your interiors. I've made the mistake of having small straw huts be larger than a king's throne room because I wasn't paying attention to the grids. After the walls, add smaller details. Doors can look like this to show which way they open up. You can do small tables, chairs, statues, etc. You can use different colors to help liven it up, but we'll stick to black and white and blue for now. Next, to help the eye really understand what's in the room and what cannot be seen, pick one of the exterior walls. Draw 3 short slanted lines. Now, do 3 more right next to it, but slanted in the other direction. Do this around the entire outside to add some simple depth to the room. This process is called cross-hatching. It's simple and effective and doesn't take too long to do. Once you finish that, you can add more details, you can add a key, maybe help players remember distances, or whatever other ideas you have. You can even track hit points on it. You can do different levels or stories. Anything that you want to do to change the map can be awesome with a tiny bit of preparation. One of our maps was a 3-story airship gambling boat that turned out pretty cool. So that's it. That's the simplest, cheapest map you'll ever need for your D&D campaign. Let me know down in the comments what you're going to create with some of the tips that we shared today. I'm Jared from Carpe Diem, telling you to never stop building.